The mobile industry is becoming increasingly competitive. Companies are innovating to gain a strong foothold in the industry. HTech is one such company that is trying to make the most of emerging tech trends. In an exclusive interview with WION, HTech CEO Madhav Sheth shares with us exciting insights on the changing mobile trends.
I want to disrupt this industry and make India more self-reliant.
The smartphone industry is getting bigger and better. New trends continue to shape the entire ecosystem, but there's still a lot more that remains unexplored. WION meets HTech CEO Madhav Sheth, who is a credible name in the mobile industry, to understand how existing mobile technologies can be improved to make user experience better and how HTech plans to innovate. Let's first hear from Sheth what makes HTech stand out in the crowded mobile space.
It's disruptive ways of doing business which is in line with the government's vision of having a global brand with a 100% Indian connection.
Talking of disruption, how can we not talk about AI, the latest trend in the smartphone industry? Phone makers are jumping on the AI bandwagon to market their products, but are they really succeeding in building compelling use cases for the people?
AI is similar to the war of megapixel back in 2018, where everybody used to fight the war of megapixel from 12 to 108 to 200 megapixel. It's a similar thing what is happening with AI at this point of time. While I believe AI is been over-abused and overused by the brands as a more of a marketing jargon rather than being useful for the consumers. So the real consumer use cases will be seen over a period of time. But as per what Honor or what I think about AI is, there are 4 levels of integration which are required in AI. One is from the OS to OS, which is how can there be an interportability between devices of different OS put together, how AI will help into doing that. That is a base layer. Then it comes to the platform layer, how it can be integrated towards the platform, and that's where the AI would be the core aspect to it. Then it comes to the app level, where how the app will be using the platform and the core to make sure that probably the consumers get a better app experience into AI. And last is the UI UX. So all these 4 put together will be able to give a better experience to the consumers. In simple terminology, for the consumers, when they have to use lesser number of apps and they can get more things done, I think that would be the AI for the future for the consumers.
AI is one trend that is gaining popularity, but there is another innovation that is picking up in the smartphone industry. We're talking about foldable phones. But are these phones with flexible screens actually the future of smartphones? Or are they yet another tech toy for the rich?
It's for the affluent consumers who are willing to spend. And that's what I see as a lifestyle change, not as a need of an hour for the consumers to upgrade to this particular foldable devices.
So, when can we get to see affordable foldable phones, especially in the price-sensitive markets like India? After all, the success of any new technology depends on mass adoption.
I don't see anywhere coming before 2025, 2026. But you can see definitely a flip phones going less than around $500 to $700 very soon, but not the fold phones. Fold phones might be still around 70, 80,000 or 90,000 rupees, because as I said, it's all about economies of scale, and I don't see anywhere coming closer before 25 and 26.
When it comes to smartphones, the camera is an integral part of the phone for most users. What can be done in the camera department to enhance the mobile photography experience?
I think the integration of AI with different sort of lenses on the phone itself, replacing the real lenses on the digital cameras, will change the entire game of a smartphone in the camera segment.
How can the smartphone industry push the battery technology to the next level?
I see Honor has done a lot of R&Ds on the batteries. If you see with Honor X9B, our last 2 products what we have launched, Honor is focused on 2 aspects. One is display and one is battery. While you are talking about the battery at this point of time, having a 6000 approximately milliamp hour battery at a 7.988 mm slim phone is something which is a real innovation. So I think that is where the new R&Ds will be going forward, that how we can have a bigger batteries and how we can have a slimmer phones. And that's what Honor has been focusing on at this point of time. With Honor 200 series, what we are supposed to launch, you will see a completely new generation of batteries coming into picture, which are more durable and more long lasting.
But that's not all. Honor has a focus on the display technology as well.
Displays is something where we spend majority of our day into it. So with Honor 90, we have launched this PWM dimming technology, which is the highest in the industry. There's a less flicker rate, which means that probably it is safer for your eyes. And that is what Honor has been working on. Apart from it, how can display be not only safer, but also more durable, because that's another aspect where the consumers buy a new phone. The first thing what they want to put is the display guard and the phone guard. How can we replace that, and they can use and flaunt the designs, and they can use the display without having fear of getting it broken. So I think that is what Honor has been focusing on.
Along with hardware features, security is also of paramount importance for Honor.
We would definitely be looking forward for a more stringent data protection laws for the consumers. More transparent laws where consumers are able to understand how they are sharing their data.
Madhav Sheth has a clear vision and a strategic plan to take HTech to newer heights.
As a HTech, we try to set a benchmark of setting new standards in the industry of ways of doing business in India with a 100% domicile company with a foreign technology coming into it. How can I expand this further into local manufacturing? That would be my first objective going forward. Second objective would be to launch new products to the consumers. We are launching Honor 200 Pro very soon, which is going to be next one in the Indian market.
As technologies continue to evolve, it will be interesting to see how HTech manages to innovate and adapt to stay ahead of the curve in the Indian smartphone market.
There is going to be a huge shift in this industry. There needs to be a change, because probably from Japan to China, China to India, India will become a technology hub in next 10 years.